Hello, hello, hello. Happy full moon. I did a full moon reading for the collective and for anybody who finds this video particularly and is interested. I have a few tarot cards. I have an oracle. The tarot cards that are face up, this deck usually it's a flipper, so every card already reveals itself. But so basically the only ones that I'll be revealing are these three, which are tarot, and these two, which are an oracle. Starting with, I guess I'll just start with what's face up. We have sort of what's laid out here are I was just counting, there's 5 here, 5 there, and then these two are sort of in the baseline of the middle, is how I'm interpreting it. So what I can see is that this full moon is really highlighting our need for balance. It's highlighting our need for balance in the sense of we are going through this incredible sense of destruction and change with the Tower card, the Blasted Oak card. This complete and crazy change, this just falling apart. It seems like it's striking us with a lot of frustration. A lot of us are feeling frustrated and feeling like ungrounded. We're feeling like things are up in the air and we lost our footing, basically. And then a lot of us are, especially the people who are more in tune with their empathy, are feeling so much injustice right now from just the world, from their situation, from tuning in and knowing other people's situations, and even on a larger scale, the people, just the control that's coming to light for the more general public, the control that we've been under, and just this sense of injustice is just so burning. And yet there's this sense of fulfillment, like we know this is supposed to be happening. This is all divine. This crumbling down, this falling apart is divine. And what is being asked of us is to follow our ecstasy. And this 10 of arrows in this deck, it's instruction. What it really is coming down to is our intuition, our own inner knowing and our own guidance is the key. And then we get lost in all of these feelings and these emotions and these physicalities. We can get lost in them and we stop listening to that inner instruction, that intuition, that voice that's coming from our heart, and that connected self, that sense, that source. And when we get so disconnected from it, it can seem difficult to find or hear that voice again. But it doesn't disappear. It's in our hearts, and the way to your heart is through ecstasy. With the 5 of Vessels, it's really just this grounded sense of existence. This ecstasy is just what makes it grounded is that your full body experience is this ecstasy. This, it's not mental. There's no mental, but it is absolutely a physical and emotional sense. Full ecstasy in its primal form is like the driving force behind our intuition. So following your ecstasy, following your joy is what ecstasy, particularly over joy, I mean, not over joy, but the ecstasy, like what brings life into your body, what just fills you with tingling sensation, something that really just lights that fire in your heart, that spark for intuition to flow. And what a lot of us are missing is the balance. And I think that's what comes with this side. We have 7 of stones, 4 of arrows, archer, ace of vessels, page of stones. What's with the stones, with our physical aspects, we're being called into this, this not called, forced almost into this period of healing, of immense healing that that comes through all this destruction and all this this change, this period that we're going through. It's really a period of change and healing. But the healing doesn't occur, I mean, it does, the healing is always occurring, but the healing is stagnant. We are stunting our growth by not giving ourselves the balance, and the balance comes from different aspects of healing. It's not linear, and it's not these things that we've labeled as like as something you have to do. Like maybe you absolutely have to run every single day, or your whole day is ruined. Sorry, your whole day is totally fucked. If you have these things that are clinging, or you need to meditate every single day, this may be a beautiful practice, and it may be particular. You know your body, you know what's good for you, and that is a great thing. But with this page of stones, we have to discern when we need to do those certain practices, not just implementing them because we think that we have to do something that's out of alignment with our ecstasy. True balance comes from following that voice inside. You wake up and you're like, I just really don't want to run a mile this morning, but I have to do it, or else I'm going to set my day up for disaster. That is not following your ecstasy. That's not following your intuition, because your body is letting you know that's not the path to healing for me right now. Maybe you wake up and you're like, wow, I need an apple right now. Like I need a shower. I need to just take it slow this morning. Whatever it is that's going to contribute to your healing, we have to use that discernment and follow that discernment through what actually feels good for us, what is going to feel like relief. That's like a big focus. What feels like relief? With this we have the rest here, and the archer, and the ace of vessels. So so much is coming to us. Sorry, my camera placement isn't the best right now. With the Ace of Vessels card, we are all getting this opportunity to really just sit with what it is to be an emotional being, to have a human body flooded with emotion. And a lot of this water aspect brings up memories, brings up past life memories, brings up this life memories, just the memory encoded in our DNA throughout cosmic history, and things that are so much deeper than our beings. But we have this opportunity to direct that information in ways that will serve our evolution. This archer is really the major arcana card. Is it of the whole thing? So like we have the Tower and then the Archer over here as our major arcana, which are perfect. So it's like this destruction and then this harnessing of energy. Like, where are you directing your energy? And yeah, I think the resting, the rest card. Sorry, I have like 6 minutes of recording time left. The rest kind of is self-explanatory, but it's also needs highlighting that like it's okay to totally rest. And you're overdoing it, you're using the excuse of rest to not look into other places when it stops feeling good. If you're just resting to rest and you're like, well, this sucks, but I'm just going to keep resting because I'm tired. That's not using your discernment. That's not using your judgment. I mean, if you're tired, rest, but you will know in how it feels in your body if you're using it as an escape mechanism. Let's look at these guys. We have Anubis, the surrender, enlightened heart, and we have Wadjet. I didn't decide beforehand if I'll read reversed. I usually don't with these, but basically these cards are, what's happening right now and what we can do. What's the medicine? So what's happening right now is this like this extreme purification happening. This cleansing almost of our entire way of life. We have ended a cycle. We were born into the end of a cycle, and we decided to incarnate during a new one. And it's a very wild and inviting time to awaken our spirits. But the medicine for this crazy situation that's happening, this purification and this divine awakener card is really bringing life into us, but it can be a shock. And the medicine for that is Anubis. He's the enlightened shaman who walks us through our journeys of death, death and rebirth and life again. That's what's happening right now. It's a process of complete death and change and rebirth into new earth and new ways of being. And we do that through our surrender to what's happening and tuning in to our ecstasy and to our inner hearts. Over here, it's kind of cut off from the camera. We have Page of Pentacles and King of Swords. I don't want to speed up so much, but I'm running out of space. So basically, I think this is like a really highlighting this, we're still setting our foundation. We're still grounding ourselves so that we can truly speak what we need to into existence, so we can use our minds in a way that is beneficial and really harness our powers. But we're still grounding right now. We're still grounding into that so that we can become that more fuller version. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, like I'm saying, like we can, but we're not fully ready. The fire has just been lit. Sorry, my phone was warning me about time limit. Ace of Wands, the fire has just been lit. Eight of Pentacles, we really need to, this can also go along with this Page of Stones, Page of Stones and Eight of Stones, Pentacles, these earth elements of really using discernment. But these Page of Stones can also be, starting a class or like a new skill, learning something new, finding a passion, a hobby, like in a physical earth sense that's really lighting you up. And this is kind of the same, like go, read some stuff that really just gets you into flow state, and also expands your mind and your consciousness at the same time. And this moon is powerful given the fact that it's the full moon, but we are connecting to our divine feminine because this is bringing up a lot of shit. This is stirring the pot. This time in life that we're in right now, this happening, it is just really stirring things up, and emotions are coming to the surface more than ever. Our shadow aspects, the moon is the biggest highlighter of our shadow aspects. And it's gonna get dark, guys. It's gonna get dark out there, but there is beauty in the darkness. There's so much beauty in the darkness, and we can navigate it through our surrender and our hearts and our ecstasy and our love and our joy and our passion and our will to direct our minds in the ways that we feel drawn to. That was cool. This is all I have for you. I hope that this was it was pretty long, but if you stayed this far, I hope you got good out of it, and I hope that this full moon really helps you to release some shit that you've been trying to let go of and step into the version of you that is directed towards your evolution. I love you guys, and I hope you have a good night.